Hi, and welcome to the Fiddleback News Show. Today we're going to highlight Phillip as an employee of the shop. Phillip is the general manager here and has been working with me for how long, Phillip?
Probably about just over a year and a half.
Just over a year and a half. So I met Phillip several years back at Blade Show, and then subsequently he came to the shop a few times to pick up knives and was into trading, which I enjoy too. And then eventually I just hired him on board. One day he told me, hey, I'm out of work right now and I need somebody. So just kind of fit. And he's been a great fit here. He knows everything about the knife, forums and the knife business. And so he's been a great fit here. Is that how you remember? Tell us how you remember coming aboard.
I was sitting at home unemployed, and I received a PM regarding a knife I'd gotten from Andy. And the grind had gotten screwed up. And so he offered it for me for no charge. I just could never sell the knife. And I replied back to him and said, that's great. I'm out of work. I have no job. I don't really need to spend $300 on a knife right now. So that was followed up by a PM from Andy that said, I've got a job for you. It's dirty, it's hot, it sucks, and it sucks. And he fulfilled his promise.
Job is not a good job. But it morphed from just sanding into doing the Fiddleback Friday thread and managing the shipping and just take a more of a leadership role around the place. And so Phillip has been a great value to the shop. And somebody on the forum had asked a question about why Phillip would have no bog oak in his Fiddleback collection. Why would that be?
I don't get the allure of it. To me, I would rather have a nice figured wood instead of something that's been in the ground for 3,000 years. So
it's just basically a personal choice.
Exactly.
There is no real restrictions on what the employees can buy. That was another part of the question. They could purchase whatever they want and they get a discount. Just personal preference for Phillip not to have the bog oak. Although it is nice when it goes in the thread and you guys love it, so we like to provide it to y'all. What is your favorite Fiddleback model?
Well, I'm glad you asked because I left it at home today and swapped it out for a different one.
Convenient. He got no notice that he was going to be in front of the camera today.
My favorite model is the Bushcraft Junior. It's a easy knife to everyday carry, yet it still feels to me like it's big enough to handle any other duties I may need on my way to Cumming, Georgia and back home.
Phillip's got a real pretty one that's got desert ironwood handles, and he's had it and carried it and worn it in really well. So he's been enjoying that knife.
Also, my next Fiddleback, that is also my most favorite. Don't know what it is, but as soon as I pick it up, I'll know. So,
this is the best attitude ever. What is your favorite thing about Fiddleback knives? And that's the last part of that question.
My favorite thing. Interesting question. I've had a whole hour to ponder this, and I'm not exactly sure. It's just the whole package in general. Just when you pick it up, you feel, to me, I feel, and now I know exactly the amount of work that goes into one of these things. And it's just awesome to know all the craftsmen here that built that knife. If that makes sense, I hope so, but if not.
I'm proud of it too. I'm proud of how much craftsmanship goes into these knives. They're handmade. The staff works here. They're skilled with their hands. They're Americans that manufacture things. And it makes me really proud. And Phillip, being a customer and then an employee, there's like a new level of appreciation for what we do that comes from him and through him. And it shows. So, thank you.
No, thank you.
Now we're going to switch to the survival section of the show. And today's survival tip is to always carry a two-headed coin with you. A two-headed coin is great if you get in a survival situation and one of you has to do something dangerous first. Then you can flip the two-headed coin and your buddy has to do that. And if he doesn't make it, maybe you decide to do something different. Of course, you've got to harvest all of his equipment and resources. But, you didn't have to try it. So if Phillip and I were in the woods and we came on a patch of mushrooms and we're starving, I flipped the two-headed coin and Phillip would try the mushrooms. And I wouldn't have to worry about finding out that they were poisonous later. Poor Phillip has found out for me And the two-headed coin has kept me alive. So remember to carry your two-headed coin. And thank you for watching the Fiddleback News Show.
Should we actually go over what I do before we start talking?
It is, you are the general manager, right? I did that right?